Hey guys, so we're on our way to the Defiance Zoo, and we saw these giant geese in the little port here. So that seems like it's gonna be pretty cool. See you when we get. So these are, I believe, black and white sifakas. They live in Madagascar, and as you can see, this one over here is sleeping, and there's one next to him that looks like you can't see it. But yeah, he's asleep. This one's a little more active than our last one. And there he goes, he's running. Pancake tortoises are named for the flat shells they wear on their back. This one is basking. He likes this. This is a hingeback tortoise. Oh, he is asleep and not too interested in the people who are looking at him. These are White's tree frog, as well as apparently a magnificent tree frog somewhere in here. As you can see, these guys are just resting up here. Hi, little guy. Croaking. Pretty cool little guy. This is the Kenyan sand boa. They prefer to live under the horned frog is a very voracious eater. Will eat anything from bugs to mice. As you can see, he's kind of just chilling in the dirt. Pretty cute, actually. He's a pretty cute little guy. Hi! So, fun fact about the corn snake. One of my old teachers actually used to have one of these as a pet. He's pretty big. So you guys may recognize this one. This is a meerkat, and you may you may recognize him as Timon from the Lion King. Pretty sociable. This one's scratching everyone's butt. So yeah, and he's also sitting on him. Emerald tree boa. They obviously live in trees and are very bright green. They're very pretty animals, and they're not venomous. These are hissing cockroaches. They primarily live in Madagascar, and they're pretty big. They're named because they make a hissing sound when disturbed. So these are cichlids. Primarily live in Africa. There's many different species of them. Some very pretty ones. You got blue, orange, yellow, some black ones. This one in particular is very pretty. He's black and orange. Yeah, they coexist together in African lakes. So this is an axolotl, and a lot of you probably know these animals, that they gain quite a popularity online because of how adorable they are. Yeah, he's just relaxing, chilling in the water. This is the red-bellied piranha. Don't need to zoom in on this guy because you probably all know him. Often called man-eating piranha, despite the fact that while they do have been affiliated with human death, they are not actually particularly dangerous to people. He's a bit grouchy. Also, he's got a red belly, so this is a red-bellied piranha. Here's a green tree python, not to be mistaken with the emerald tree boa we saw earlier. There's actually two of them. This one is not looking at me. I think this one's asleep, because snakes don't close their eyes. Here's a sleepy skink. Not much to say, he's pretty cute. Here are some dart frogs. They have many different kinds, some golden ones. This one, got a blue one. So this is a Nigerian dwarf goat. Very friendly. She likes getting pet, don't you, girl? Her name is Clover. And yeah, she's not too interested in me filming her. She's just kind of sitting there like, where's the food? Here's a muskox, and he's a bit sleepy. His little ear.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, I think this one might be a juvenile.
Oh, thank you, Jacob.
But yeah, he's just sleeping.
He's an adult now, because he's 5 or 6.
Oh, okay then.
5 or 6, okay.
If you've seen Finding Dory, you'll know these guys. These are sea otters, and yep, they like to cuddle. One of them's eating. Here's some little seals. They like showing off to us. Hi! Here are some sea lions. They're playing together. One of them is actually blind, and his name is Bjorn. I'm not sure which one. He doesn't look like he's here. Here is a green sea turtle. One of my favorite sea animals of all time. As well as some hammerhead sharks, which are some of the coolest sharks of all time, in my opinion. And there's an eagle ray as well in here. This is one of the coolest parts of the enclosure. Here are some Japanese giant spider crabs. Obviously, they are native to Japan, but they also are some of the biggest crabs in the world. This one up here is just totally like lounging. He's like on the throne. These two are subordinates. So this one is laying down. Here's one also. So these are common herring, one of the most common species of food fish for sharks, whales, seals, dolphins, pretty much everything. These are sea nettles. They're quite pretty. And, yeah. They actually have no brains. So these are egg yolk jellyfish, and the reason they're named is because they look like an egg yolk. They're pretty fascinating. I actually saw a wild one off a pier at an aquarium. Here are some Pacific sea nettle, similar to the other ones, a bit bigger though. These are Australian spotted jellies. I actually think these are the kinds that were in Finding Nemo, but yeah, they're pretty cool, pretty pretty. There's some little ones right here. Here's a grouchy fish. He's pretty cool. He's pretty red. There's another gray one up here. Down here, here's another gray one. This is a basket star. Not really much to say, it just looks like it belongs on another plate. Here's Patrick Sea Star. Not much else to say. It's pretty cool. And with him, if I can find him, there's a little dinky fish on the rock too. I forgot to mention, there's also a little hermit crab down here too. So here we got in our fish tank, but I got a bit of a surprise for you guys if they'll come back. Way back there, you can see some leopard sharks. Yep, leopard sharks are some pretty cool sharks, but that's not even the best part. The best part is they have a moray eel, one of the coolest fish in the ocean. And here's another one of my favorite animals, the octopus. And this is Squidward from SpongeBob. And yeah, he looks like he's comfy. But they are some of the coolest animals. They can camouflage themselves. And it kind of looks like he's trying to change color now. So here we have some shrimps, and with them, it's Mr. Krabs. Now this is a Puget Sound king crab, one of the biggest crabs in the world, and also frequently caught here as food. Definitely some of the coolest animals ever. I love crabs. But yeah, king crab. Here's a red wolf. They are critically endangered, and they're getting back up in population. And yeah, as you can see, he's very observant and he's walking too. Pretty awesome animal. So here is a better view of a hammerhead. I couldn't really get one earlier because I was trying to hurry up, but yeah, they're one of the smaller sharks, surprisingly, despite this one being pretty big. And obviously they are named hammerhead because they have that big thing on their head. Here we go. And here he goes. So I can't tell if you guys can see this, but there's a tiger in here. Oh yeah, I can see him. Yep, here we go. He's one of the biggest cats in the world, and also one of the most beautiful animals ever. So in this enclosure, got two animals. A porcupine, who as you can see is chewing on the fence because I guess he smells something behind there. He's got very long quills which he uses to defend himself from predators. And we also have a gibbon. Not totally sure what kind, but he's definitely comfy up there. He's asleep. I think the porcupine's more interesting to watch here. Here it comes. Hi! And there he goes. So this is the Malayan tapir. It's one of the most bizarre animals on the planet. Half black, half white, and also closely related to elephants. He's extremely strange. He's got a trunk that he uses for eating and hooves. Counts like a pig, but it's actually not. Pretty cool. So here is an Asian small-clawed otter. Speaking of otters, after the sea otter, oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yep. He's just kind of relaxing. Probably hot. But yeah, he'll probably want to go in the water. And finally, for our final animal today, we have possibly one of the coolest animals in the world and one of the most beautiful, the Asian elephant. This one's name is Suki, and she's 57, which is extremely old for an Asian elephant. She's just eating. As you can see, she's got branches. And if I can move it past the bar, she's using her trunk to pick up and bring it to her mouth. Here's her from the front. She's a lot. As you can see, she's very friendly and very they're very friendly animals. Although you don't want to get into the business end of a bull, especially when But yeah, she's probably inside because it's extremely hot today. But yeah, interesting. So unfortunately, the South Pacific Aquarium is closed, but I can show you the Megalodon jaw replica. Yep. Biggest shark ever. For our final, and we have finished at the zoo, so I wanted to show off the E.T. the Walrus statue. He was an old walrus who lived at the zoo. He passed away in 2015 of old age. He was very friendly, and unfortunately I never got to see him. But his memory lives on in this statue. And that was my trip to Point Defiance Zoo, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you.